Firstly, I'll introduce myself. My name is James Parsons. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies tonight. As well, I'm the principal of Piccadilly Central High School. On behalf of the staff at Piccadilly Central High School, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all visitors here tonight. At this time, I would ask our Vice Principal, Miss Amanda LaPrere, to lead us in grace.
Good evening. Once again this year I have been given the honor of leading the graduation ceremony at Piccadilly Central High School in an act of grace. And I'm assuming that there are no non-Christians here, so I'm going to ask you to begin in the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Depending on the context of grace, or the context in which the word grace is used, it can convey many different meanings. The most fundamental meaning for grace can be expressed this way. Grace is a delight one experiences when beholding something that is beautiful. Today we gather with our Piccadilly High School graduates who, along with their parents and the rest of the school community, celebrate and give thanks for the physical gifts of beauty that are so evidenced among our 2006 graduates tonight. More importantly today, however, we give thanks for the inner gifts and talents that God has bestowed upon each and every one of our 2006 Piccadilly High School graduates. Furthermore, during this special occasion, we also need to acknowledge grace as an offering of thanks for the abundant gifts on our table. Together with the proud parents and school community of our 2006 Piccadilly High School graduates, we give thanks also for the hands that helped to prepare the special meal that we are about to share. Lord, bless this meal and the graduates who are around our table. May they have a safe evening, and may we see them all on Monday morning. Amen.
We are going to begin the program. Before we do so, I would like to mention a number of people who are here this evening as special guests. In attendance tonight as a special guest, firstly I'd like to introduce Miss Shirley Snook. Miss Snook is the principal of Lourdes Elementary. I'm sure all of our graduates here tonight have fond memories with Miss Snook. Sitting next to Miss Snook is Constable John Butler. He's the RC&P Liaison Officer for the school. Also in attendance tonight is Major Henry Gatto, who is the Commanding Officer of the Air Cadet Squadron in the Port Peninsula. Representing the clergy, we have Sister Rita McNeil. Father Terry, is Father Terry here this evening? He couldn't make it, oh, I'm sorry. Sister Alice Walsh. And Sister, a sincere thank you on behalf of the graduates and myself for coming tonight. We really appreciate your attendance. We also have a lay reader here from the church, Miss Geraldine Torres. We have a number of members of the school council, including Miss Patsy Felix, Ms. Elaine Hines, and Ms. Linda Hodder. From the Community Education Network, we have Ms. Denise Cole, and from the Community Youth Network, Ms. Kim Kendall. And as well, tonight it's my pleasure to welcome back here to Piccadilly High School Mr. Bill Neville and his wife, who spent quite a number of years. Bill was a bus driver here and certainly gained a really, really solid reputation as a quality individual. So welcome. And we have one more member of the school council here as well. That wasn't written down, sorry, and that's Miss Judy Gatto. Judy? At this time now, I'd like everyone to direct their attention to the back of the gym, and we're going to have the two youngest graduates of the 2006 class cut the cake, and they are Miss Holly Mosier and Mr. Guy Lacour. As well, I'd like to pass along a few regrets from individuals who are unable to attend this evening. Specifically, Mr. Gerard Ryan, the math department head of the school, asked me to pass along his regrets for being unable to attend. As well, I did get a call from the school board and spoke personally to the regional education officer as well as the assistant director for programs, both of whom sent their regrets. With the district obviously this size and the limited board personnel, they passed their regrets because they were unable to attend this year. And considering that we don't have representation from the board, we did receive a fax from the director, Dr. Ross Elliott. He would ask that I read this out tonight to the graduates. And it reads as follows. To the graduates, on behalf of the Western School District, congratulations on reaching this milestone in your lives. Graduation is a celebration of academic achievement, hard work, and dedication. It is a time to praise all the positive things about education that make teaching and learning such a reward for those involved. Since taking your first steps into the kindergarten classroom so many years ago, many good people, parents, teachers, administrators, the whole community have had high expectations for you and have also tried to support and encourage your learning. Our school district and your community ensured that you had teachers who loved learning and loved working with children so that you would be nurtured and challenged to think critically. This was done because all saw potential in you that you might not have seen in yourself as you matured and developed. You have met the challenges your school and community have offered and are now ready for the wonderful opportunities life brings. Take the lessons learned and go forward and live life to the fullest, knowing that our hopes and prayers are with you and that furthermore, we will always be there to assist you if needed. All the best in your future endeavors. Dr. Ross Elliott, Director of Education. I also received a fax from Mr. Bill Matthews, who is the Member of Parliament for this district, and I would like to read it on his behalf as well. It says, Dear graduates, thank you very much for the invitation to attend your graduation ceremony for the senior class of 2006, scheduled for May 12, 2006. Unfortunately, due to prior commitments, I will not be able to attend. However, I do pass along my regrets, as well as my best wishes for a most enjoyable evening. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend congratulations to all graduates and wish all of you every success as you embark on a new phase in your life. Whether you have chosen to enter the workforce or continue to pursue further studies at a post-secondary institution, it is my sincere wish that you are successful and achieve your goals. Again, have a safe and enjoyable graduation ceremony. Regards, Bill Matthews, MP, Random, Durin, St. George's. I'd like to now call upon Ms. Kate Snook, who is going to toast to the school board.
Okay. The graduating class of 2006 would like to express their thanks and appreciation to the Western School District for their continuous support of the educational system, of which we, the students, are a vital part. Students now have many opportunities to avail of various career choices because of the expertise of teachers entrusted with our education. It is such guidance and support offered by the Western School District that allows for the enhancement of the individual learner to develop to their maximum potential. For this, we are truly grateful. To the Western School District, thank you.
Thank you very much, Kate. It's my pleasure now to take a few minutes and to address the graduating class of 2006. Staff, parents, clergy, and graduates. This is very likely the last opportunity I will have to address you as a group. So I really considered what I wanted to communicate to you this evening. It won't be a long message, and I think it can be summarized in 3 main points. Point number 1. I want you to recognize that tonight represents not only the final stages of your high school careers, but also the start of your adult lives. And with this start comes new and additional responsibilities. For those of you continuing on to post-secondary institutions, whether it's trade school or whether it's university, you will have to learn to acquire skills necessary to prepare you for a more independent learning experience. For those of you entering the workforce, you will need to learn specific occupational skills as well as functional living skills. Those are pretty big things to do. They sound easy, but they're pretty big things to do. Point number 2. The adult society in which you are entering is a new one. It's a society that's based on globalized market forces. I read in a recent article in Maclean's magazine, and it was reported that today's generation of workers, you, can expect to undergo at least 3 career changes during your working lives. Now that's quite an interesting statistic. At least 3 major changes, career changes, for young adults entering the workforce today. So that brings me to point 3. And that's, how can each of you prepare yourselves to be successful in this bold new world? Well, I think this world is going to require that you respect the individuality of everyone around you. I think it's going to require that you understand that all individuals are different, and that you embrace and celebrate the diversity of everyone around you. It's going to require that you be tolerant of people who express points of view that may differ from your own. And a responsibility is going to lie with you to take time to forge meaningful and lasting relationships. You need to understand that conflicts can be resolved with open discussion and respectful dialogue. Because ultimately, your character, your strength of character, will be judged by your ability to reach compromises and to establish meaningful relationships with those people around you. There was a famous English poet that I know the graduates are familiar with. His name was John Donne, and he once wrote, "No man is an island entire of itself." And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a quote to live by. The world is not about one person. It's about value and appreciating the collective. I urge you, today and in the future, practice these skills, and just like your prom, tonight will be a night to treasure, as will each of your future days. Thank you and God bless. I would now like to call upon Mandy Duffany, who will toast the parents. Mandy?
Parents. If it wasn't for your parents, none of us would be here tonight celebrating the special moment that we have been waiting for all of our lives. We are very blessed to have such loving and caring parents. Each and every one of you are a big inspiration in our lives. Because without your encouragement and high hopes for us, a lot of us wouldn't be here tonight. Even when things get rough, you're always there beside us to guide us and to show us which path to take. You always taught us to be the best that we can be. And by us all being here tonight, you have proved that a little encouragement can go a long way. Although we say things that we don't necessarily mean, it doesn't mean that we don't love and care about each and every one of you. It means that we are trying to put you on a guilt trip so that we can get what we want. But here we are tonight, at the beginning of our journey, and we know that you as parents have gotten us here. So without further ado, the graduating class of 2006, please rise and honor their parents by giving them a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mandy. I would like to ask Ms. Collier now to give the parental response.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have to admit, I was somewhat apprehensive when Kirsten asked me to respond to the tribute to the parents. But no surprise, I said yes. I could not refuse my daughter, my baby. After I accepted, I started thinking, what should I do? Should I be witty? I don't want people to be bored. Then I thought, not too long. I don't want people to fall asleep. And I do have a reputation for having the gift to gab. I don't know where that came from. Then I thought, not too short either, as if I could ever be capable of keeping it too short. And of course, I want my girl to be proud of her mom. Then at almost the same moment I thought, what an honor. Isn't this the greatest honor? Parents, think back to a few short years ago. Our children proudly pronounced every syllable in their complete name, wearing pink and blue caps and gowns, and they received their Bachelor of Rhymes. Some of them forgot their names. I hope they remember their names here tonight. Remember that? That was 12 years ago, more than half their lifetime ago. Wow, where has the time gone? Our babies are babies no more. Just look at them, full of hope and promise, dreams and talents, and yes, maybe even the tiniest bit of attitude. I'm sure that I speak for every parent here tonight when I say I hope we have taught you well to survive and thrive in the world beyond high school. If ever we seemed unreasonable, too strict, old-fashioned, or stubborn, we hope you realize that we always had your best interests at heart. If only we could have prevented your broken hearts, your tummy aches, the low marks on tests that you studied so hard for, the misunderstandings with your friends. We would have gladly borne your pain, endured your sadness, fought your battles, resolved your problems. But that would not have been preparing you for the next phase of your life as independent young adults. We had to stand slightly to the side and watch our children make mistakes, endure their hardships, and cry. That was the tough part of being your parents. We just had to be there to help you pick up the pieces and move ahead, a little bit smarter and a whole lot stronger. We have watched silently, and maybe not so silently at times, as you grew, developed, and matured, and passed through every phase of your life. We were so proud when you took your first step, said your first word, tied your shoelaces, survived your first crush, participated in your first speak-off, won your first sports medal, and we are oh so proud of you here tonight. We know that our role, no, our privilege as parents has not ended. We will be here for you no matter what. That's the wonderful thing about parenting, it's forever. Our place in your life may change somewhat, but wherever you go and whenever you need anything, a confidant, an advisor, a chauffeur, a banker, we'll be there. On the first bus, the first plane, whatever it takes. From the first vision of you, no, from the moment we knew you existed, we have loved you totally and unconditionally. We will continue to share in your successes and disappointments, because that is what parents do. When Kirsten was little, I used to read her a book by Robert Munsch entitled, I'll Love You Forever. It's about the special bond that exists between parents and their children. Our favorite part to read together was, I love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as you're living, my baby you'll be. That sums it all up. We love you. We will always love you. We wish you love, happiness, and success, now and forever. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Collier. Very well said. I'll just relate to you a quick story. I believe it was my first year I was here. Really didn't know members of the staff very well. But I was in my office one day and this fine-looking gentleman raced in through the front door holding a loaf of homemade bread. And he stopped and he said, "Where's Ruthie?" And this happened to be Miss Collier's dad, who's down at the table with her this evening. So I escorted him down to the French room and he passed on the loaf of bread, and that was my introduction to the Collier family. So nice to see you here again tonight, sir. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, every year a student from the graduating class gives a valedictory address to his peers, his or her peers, and it's a student who has the highest academic average in grade 12, level 3. This year, I'm going to call upon Mr. Jordan Jesso to give the valedictory address. Sir?
Hello graduates and family, friends and teachers of the graduating class of 2006. I would like to begin by expressing my gratitude for being named class valedictorian and having the opportunity to speak on behalf of all my classmates. This year, we say goodbye to the school and teachers who aided and educated us for the past 4 years. Some of the most memorable moments of our lives have occurred within the very walls of this school. These moments have shaped our past and present and will have an important impact on all of our futures. As a class, we have gone through many trials and tribulations, partaking in both good and bad experiences. But through it all, we have persevered. At some point, we have made unwise or potentially harmful decisions. But the courage and determination to succeed of every one of us in this room has allowed us to overcome hardship and sit here as this year's graduating class. The path leading to this point has been marked by both great loss and great gain for our school. We have suffered the loss of many of our friends and family members due to terrible accidents. In addition, we have also lost valued staff members who have retired or sought employment elsewhere. All of these painful moments of adversity have had serious effects on all of us. Despite these, however, we have also experienced the gain of new teachers and staff with whom we have grown to develop a bonding relationship. However, we will not forget those we have lost. They will remain forever in our memories. We sit here tonight to celebrate an important chapter of our lives. Tonight we commemorate the end of our lives as high school students and the beginning of our post-high school years. As we look back on the past 13 years, there were times when it seemed we would never achieve such an important milestone. Now that we have achieved such a goal, it is hard to believe that an important stage of life is now finally over. However, having completed this task, we must thank those who have helped us to get this far. To our parents, teachers, family, and friends, we could have never made it to this point without all of your help and support. I would also like to acknowledge the importance of our communities and school board. Without their crucial influence, we could have never accomplished our goal. For all of your support, we thank you. As our lives as high school students come to an end, we look back on how we have arrived at this all-important point. For the majority of our class, it was a struggle which required an enormous amount of effort. Though we may have struggled to reach this point, once we pass through those school doors, we will begin a new journey in life. For some of us, this will mean entering the work and labor force immediately, while others will decide to continue schooling in post-secondary education institutions. No matter which path you choose, I hope that all of you graduating this year continue to learn through your life experience. When faced with future obstacles, do not fear them. Triumph over them as you have during your high school education. Also, never forget those who have helped you to get where you are. Remember the laughter, the tears, and most importantly, the unbreakable bonds of friendship forged within the walls of this school. To this year's graduating class, I say congratulations and good luck in all of your endeavors and aspirations in life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jordan. I would now ask Megan Young to come forward to tribute the teachers. Megan?
Thank you, Mr. Parsons. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming to join us on this very special day. A teacher can be defined as one who teaches others, but to us, teachers are much more than that. Teachers reflect their knowledge upon us and inspire us. These teachers are here at Piccadilly Central High. For the past 4 years, each of us has had the opportunity and pleasure to be taught, inspired, encouraged to reach our goals, and to work to the very best of our abilities by these teachers. They also gave us knowledge, showed us respect, and the incentive to follow our dreams. Now that we are at the end of our high school years and we look back, we realize that all of the pain and torture of homework, tutoring, tests, crazy assignments, Miss Gillis. And most of all, not being able to go out on the weekend because there's a test on Monday was only to help us and to prepare us for the future. We have established some great memories here over the past 4 years. Mr. Ryan, you taught us the famous 3 C's and proved to us time and time again that your hair is in fact real. However, I bet most of us here tonight are still in constant wonder. Mr. Cashin, not all of us had the pleasure of being taught by you, but those who did said that you were awesome, but don't let it go to your head. Mr. Chewinski, you're too nice. Get mad once in a while. Miss Stratton, we like you, but frig is totally not a bad word. Mr. Kosh, we're sorry for shutting you down all the time, but just think, they'll be gone soon and you'll finally be able to get out your words. Mr. Marsh, thanks for putting all of those stupid songs in our heads after every class, and for warning us to eat our chemicals rather than heat our chemicals. Mr. Young, please start showing emotions, and for God's sakes, make Miss Gillis stop slapping herself. Mr. Higdon, well, what can I say? Chemistry, woohoo. Et Madame Collier, nous attendons encore que tu reçoives ton sac de bonbons, n'importe comme voleur de bonbons. All of you are great and are well respected by us all. It is because of all your help that we have reached this milestone in our lives. And without your encouragement and dedication, none of us would be here today, prepared to take the path to adulthood. We greatly appreciate everything that you have done to help us. So with that, as we graduate on the path to our future and wonder what adventures may be in store for us, we, the graduating class of 2006, would like to give a huge thank you to all of our teachers. You are all a great inspiration, and we will remember all of you when we go off to university, college, work, or wherever our future journey takes us. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Megan. I hope Ms. Gillis has some ammunition for a rebuttal here.
No close-up pictures, please. Thank you, Mr. Parsons, and thank you, Megan, for those kind words. I just wish I could do the same. You see, I have had a lot of unkind thoughts since I volunteered to do the response to the students. I thought, wow, this is my chance to get some of them back. To have something on the record so that they can be haunted forever, like we teachers will be by some of their antics. Let's go back 4 years to the beginning of grade 9. Each year, teachers are always excited to see the fresh, eager young faces of their new students. Two in particular stand out: Holly Mosier and Cherish Woods. Cute as buttons, as brazen as brass, and as loud as banshees. Laughing hyenas, I believe. Laughing hyenas, I believe, one bald-headed teacher. You can pick your choice over there. That's what he said. Then we found out they were in the same homeroom. That didn't last long. I think it may have been the first time they were separated since birth. Holly took the change in stride. Cherish, however, sat under a black cloud for about a week. She sat in class reluctantly and breathed like a blowfish. She puffed out her cheeks and expelled air in exaggerated sighs. I think she only stopped doing that last week. Kate Snook also benefited from that change too. She just narrowly missed being in my class for all of her high school years. See, Kate, there is a God. Kate, I'm not finished. I heard that Mr. Rourke is looking for a sidekick for Fantasy Island. I thought you might be interested. Can anyone help her with the name of Mr. Rourke's sidekick on Fantasy Island? I said loud, sir. Thank you. We only think we had a particular student come to Piccadilly Central High that year. We only think she did, because nobody actually ever knew what she looked like. Well, that's not entirely true. Who spent grade 9 like this? Does anybody know? Yeah, I can hear somebody say that. I think for that, Robin deserves most improved student. I think she deserves a hand. Then we have Leanna, Bobby, Courtney, and Andy. I remember teachers hiding in their rooms with their doors locked so they wouldn't have to be able to sit in their homeroom and talk. You see, these girls did not just talk, they blared. It took a while for some teachers to see past the racket to the lovely girls behind those foghorn voices. Ha, Leanna, you thought I was going to say something nice, eh? I can only respond like this. Next, we have some people who manage to take what you say out of context every single time. Take Amy Simon. Please. Just kidding. One shining moment for Amy came just the other day. I was in my homeroom informing my class that I was going to be doing this speech, and I laughingly mentioned that I was going to roast the students. Amy, in her infinite wisdom, thought I was telling everyone her artificial tan was a tad overcooked. Let's not leave out the boys. Leonard Talek, Leonardo. Nice hair, Leonard. But that new haircut is going to take you out of the running for any of the Lord of the Rings sequels to come. Peter Jackson will just have to find someone else for Frodo to travel to the cracks of doom with. See that, Holly? I couldn't resist. Cody Benoit. If there was ever anyone who tried to buck the system, it was Cody. I would like Mr. Parsons and Mrs. LaPrere to examine his inappropriate t-shirt wardrobe sometime. Of course, if you called him on it, Cody would look at you with that ever so innocent face, imagining that you have the dirty mind. Then you have Jermaine. Jermaine has spent so much time in the corridor, I used to think he thought it was his homeroom. I bet whoever's sitting next to him now could ask him what his homeroom number is and he'd probably give you his combination. Sometimes I make up names for students that somehow stick. One student in this class managed to earn 2. Miranda Christian. One of these names she deserved, the other one she earned. The one she wanted was Randall. The one she deserved was Cursor. All kidding aside, senior class, I am proud to have been your teacher over the years. And I am sure I speak for all my colleagues when I say you were a challenge. But you were also blessings. I didn't even... Wait, no, that's still stuck in my throat. The staff of Piccadilly Central High hopes that you continue to learn, that you remember to laugh, and that you prosper in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gillis. Very well said. Based on Ms. Gillis' description of some of these people, now I know why Mr. Collier was bringing the bread in. Where was the water, sir? Right? I'd like to call upon Ms. Samantha White now to say a thank you from the students. Samantha?
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the graduates of 2006, I would first like to thank the school board, the teachers, the students, and everyone else who helped make our special night possible. Secondly, those who help us make it this far before we prepare our journey in life on our own, who is our parents. I would like to give a special thanks to our CIS worker, Angie Wall and Miss Gillis. Whenever we felt stressed and thought our grad would be amiss, Angie cared enough to calm us down and give us advice. She was always there when we needed her. Miss Gillis, however, always told us what was simply right or wrong, or what we could and couldn't do. Without them, our prom wouldn't be as beautiful as it is tonight. So can everyone please give a round of applause for everyone who helped with the graduation prom of 2006. I would also like to ask Angie and Ms. Phillips to come up to receive a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you, Samantha. Prior to concluding the program, I would just like to reiterate a couple of remarks as well. Speaking on behalf of the staff of Piccadilly Central High School, I would like to sincerely thank as well Angie Wall, who is our CIS volunteer coordinator in school, for the absolutely tireless effort and commitment that she made to ensuring that your graduation tonight was a successful and memorable event. Thank you very much, Angie. And I would also like to say thank you to Miss Gillis as well. Miss Gillis was Angie's mentor this year. I'm sure she's looking forward to someone who's going to fill that role again next year. But folks, if you look around and you see how the gym is decorated, if you look at the programs, the time that the students and Angie and Ms. Gillis have put into this evening, a great, great effort. Thank you on behalf of the staff, and I would like Angie and Ms. Gillis to come up, and on behalf of the school, I have a couple of little gifts for you as well, please. It's just like Christmas here tonight.
This one is yours. This gets a big one.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the program for this evening. Next, we're going to prepare for the students to do the Grand March.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. memories, and they will last. I try to keep it simple, cause I hate goodbyes. I try to keep it simple by telling myself that I will remember you and all of the things that we've gone through. There is so much I can say, but words get in the way. So when we're not together, I will remember you. I will remember you. We're a picture in my mind. When I wanna find you, I just close my eyes. You'll never be that far from me, so don't say goodbye, cause you'll never be that far from me. I'm telling myself that I will remember you and all of the things that we've gone through. There is so much I can say, but words get in the way. So when we're not together, I will remember you. You were there when I needed a friend. Thank you, thank you. I never told you how much that meant. God, thank you, thank you. I will remember you and all of the things that we've gone through. There is so much I could say, but words get in the way. So I will remember you and all the things that we've gone through. There is so much I can say, but words get in the way. So when we're not together, I will remember. When we're not together, I will remember you. Yeah, I will remember you. Wishing on a shooting star, but dreams alone won't get you far. Can't deny your feelings anymore. The world is waiting right outside your door. What are you waiting for? Come on, here's your chance. Don't let it slip right through your hands. Are you ready for the ride of your life? Your dreams are riding on the wind. Just reach out and pull them in. Get ready for the ride of your life. The ride of your life. In your heart you know what you must do. You've only got yourself to answer to. Don't let fear of falling hold you down. Your spirit's flying high the clouds, your glory bound. Come on, here's your chance, don't let it slip right through your hands. Are you ready for the ride of your life? Your dreams are riding on the wind, just reach out and pull them in. Get ready for the ride of your life. You're on your way, no looking back. There's no future living in the past. You're free at last. Yeah, yeah. You're free at last. Come on, here's your chance. Don't let it slip right through your hands. Are you ready for the ride of your life? Yeah. Your dreams are riding on the wind. Just reach out and pull them in and get ready for the ride of your life. The ride of your life. Come on, get ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your dreams are riding on the wind. Just reach out and pull them in. Get ready for the ride of your life.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. day is it? And in what month? This clock never seems so alive. I can't keep up, and I can't back down. I've been losing so much time. 'Cause there's you and me, and all other people with nothing to do, nothing to lose. And it's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. One of the things that I wanna say just aren't coming out right. I'm tripping on words, you got my head spinning. I don't know where to go from here. 'Cause there's you and me, and all other people with nothing to do, nothing to prove. And that's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. Something about you now I can't quite figure out. Everything she does is beautiful. Everything she does is right. 'Cause there's you and me, and all other people with nothing to do, nothing to lose. And there's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you and me, and all other people, nothing to do, nothing to prove. And it's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. What day is it? And in what month? This clock never seems so alive. There's a place in the sun that belongs to everyone. You can feel it inside. It goes straight on through to the other side. And we're hitching a ride. There'll be room for everyone. We're not saying goodbye, we're just saying hello to a better life. And if you want it, you got it, you feed it, you love it, you say that you need it, you never ever leave it. But you want it, you got it, you said you really love it, but you don't know what it is until it's gone, gone, gone. There's a place in the sun that belongs to everyone. You can feel you're alive. Now you made it through to the other side. Now you made it through to the other side. And if you want it, you got it, you feed it, you love it, you say that you need it, right on through to the other side. And if you want it, you got it, you need it, you love it, you say that you need it, you never ever leave it. But you want it, you got it, you said you really love it, but you don't know what it is until it's gone, gone, gone. You want it, you got it, you need it, you love it, you say that you need it, you never ever leave it. But you want it, you got it, you said you really love it, but you don't know what it is until it's gone, gone, gone. Said you really love it.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? And this is where I grew up. I think the president who fixed it up. I never knew we ever went without. The second floor is hot for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time I'd better faced it you. Criminal record says I've broken twice. I must have done it half a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Life's better now than it was back then. If I was them I wouldn't let me in. Oh, 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 oh God.
It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long time
but my time is finally near, and I can feel the change in the wind right now. Nothing's in my way, and they're not gonna hold me down no more. No, they're not gonna hold me down, 'cause I got faith on the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. I got faith to believe I can do anything. I got strength on the soul, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star. I got faith. I got faith. Faith of the heart. It's been a long night trying to find my way. Been through the darkness, now I finally have my day, and I will see my dream come alive at last. I will touch the sky, and they're not gonna hold me down no more. No, they're not gonna change my mind, 'cause I've got faith of the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. I got faith to believe I can do anything. I got strength of the soul, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star. I got faith, faith of the heart. I've known a wind so cold, seen the darkest days, but now the winds I feel are only winds of change. I've been through the fire, I've been through the rain, but I'll be fine. Of the heart, I'm going where my heart will take me. I got faith to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star. I got faith. Faith of the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. I got faith to believe, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star, 'cause I got faith. 'Cause I got faith. Faith of the heart. It's been a long road.
So lately, been wondering who will be there to take my place when I'm gone. You'll need love to light the shadows on your face. If a great wave shall fall and fall upon us all, then between the sand and stone, could you make it on your own? If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go. darkest of your days. If a great wave shall fall and fall upon us all, well, I hope there's someone out there who can bring me back to you. If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you go. Run away with my heart, run away with my hope, run away with my love. I know now just quite how my life and love might still go on. In your heart, in your mind, I'll stay with you for all time. If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go. If I could turn back time, I'll go wherever you will go. If I could make you mine, I'll go wherever you will go. I'll go wherever you will go.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound, and I
about tomorrow like we think about now. Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
to more than I can be. When I am on your shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be. When I am on your shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be. When I am on your shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be. When I am on your shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be.
me up.